All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Red Cat here, and as you can see, we are not playing Harry Potter today. Unfortunately, that game gets copyright uh, takedowns a little too often due to the background music, and while that doesn't significantly pose any risk, I am new to YouTube, so I don't know if a lot of copyright claim IDs pop up that if it could lead to a copyright strike. And for those who are on YouTube, 3 strikes leads to termination of your channel, and I don't want to risk that. So we're switching games. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. If you haven't watched my other channel, it's pretty obvious. We open cards, but also a big fan of the games. That's where I got my first taste of Pokemon, was playing Pokemon Silver way back on the Game Boy Color. So I'm really looking forward to playing Pokemon Legends of Arceus in about 12 days, or 11 now, I guess, when it comes out. So in the meantime, I thought we could do a little playthrough of Pokemon Shining Pearl. It's not that long of a game, and I figured we can just crank through it. These episodes will definitely be longer, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, because I'm just going to sit down and play. And hopefully we can get this done before Legends of Arceus comes out, and definitely plan on me playing that. In terms of other games, I'll most likely be playing Dying Light 2 on the PS5 when that comes out. Maybe the campaign for Witch Queen. That's supposed to be pretty fun, but I'll just have to check in with my friends to see if they would like to be in it, because we do plan on being in a fire team for that, so I need to get their permission. And also Horizon Zero Dawn and Elden Ring. Like I said before, I plan on playing all these games, and I hope you can hear a difference. I actually got myself a Blue Yeti microphone. Before, I was just using the steel headphones for the PS5 that I recently acquired, and I do like them, but unfortunately it just does sound like a headphone set versus a real mic. So I'm hoping this one sounds better today. But without further ado, let's get into Pokemon Shining Pearl. And the reason I'm playing Pearl and not Diamond is I am much more of a fan of Palkia than Dialga, which is not a popular opinion. But let's get into this. Hello, my name is Rowan. However, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Munchlax. We humans live aside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me a little about yourself? Alright, so I have played Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond already, beaten both games. And I played the first game as my own character, and as the second game, I played as my girlfriend. I made her a little character. She's just getting into the Pokemon games, and she's been playing Pokemon Black and White, now on to Black 2 and White 2. So, we will just go with the classic look for our character. Alright. What is our name? Well, if you haven't found out, I go by Red Cad, but in every Pokemon game I've played since I was in middle school, I've always called my character Cad, and that's what we're going to go with today. Cad. Okay, so you're Cad? A fine name, that is. Now, this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? Well, I'm always a big fan of just classic, keeping it berry. I'm more of a simple nostalgia person, so whenever it gives me an option to name, I usually just keep it what it is. But for this playthrough, I'm going to use the name of one of my best friends who has this game himself. So we're going to go with Josh, so that every time we battle, we will be facing my best friend, and I can say I kick his butt every single time. Alright, Cad, the time has come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way you will discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. Now, go on and leap into the world of Pokemon. Alright, here we go.
Despite the exploration team's best efforts, the rare oddly colored Pokemon eluded detection. The rumored Red Gyarados failed to appear, even fleetingly, to the crestfallen team.
Well, that's because they are looking in the wrong region.
That concludes our special report, Search for the Red Gyarados. Brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week. Same time, same channel.
Yeah, they're looking for a Red Gyarados out here in Sinnoh, when we all know the Red Gyarados actually belongs to Johto. I mean, obviously, Red Gyarados can't appear here because there's shiny Pokemon everywhere, but if you follow kind of what they're talking about, it's from the main Johto, Gold and Silver. Alright, and now we got our mom.
I don't know what it was about, but he said it was an emergency.
Alright, let's go talk to the professor.
Oh yes, Cad, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It would be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so wow.
Mom just rubbing it in our face that we don't have a Pokemon. It's just rude. I know a lot of people weren't the biggest fan of the chibi style, but I honestly am a big fan of it. While yes, I think they could have done a lot more and it could have looked better had they gone more of a realistic art style like they did with Sword and Shield. I actually really like this art style too. Thud.
What was that about? Oh, hey Cad. I'm going to the lake. You should come too, and be quick about it. Okay, Cad, I'm finding you 1 million if you're late.
Ugh, Josh already off to a quick start trying to get ahead of us.
Oh, geez, forgot something.
Alright, well, let's go see what he forgot. Josh always is forgetting stuff. Moves too fast. Moves too fast.
I'd better take my bag and my guidebook too. Oh, hey, Cad. We're going to the lake. I'll be waiting on the road. It's a $10 million fine if you're late.
Just raising the ante. I mean, I can tell you. We do not have 10 million Poké dollars right now. Alright, we are broke. And let's waddle our way over. And there's Joshy.
Hey, you saw the news report that was on TV, right? You know, Search for the Red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of the furious Pokemon in a lake? That show got me thinking. I bet our local Pokemon has I bet our local lake has a Pokemon like that in it too. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll go find a Pokemon just like that.
The one thing I'd like to do before we go further is turn the text speed to fast. And we will keep everything the same. Alright, so one thing I want to be sure in this game is, since I've played through it twice, I want to do teams that I haven't used in either playthrough. So I chose Infinite and Torterra on my first two playthroughs as starters. So in this one, if you guessed it, we're going to pick potentially not them.
What's going on? Professor, there isn't anything out of the ordinary on the other side either.
I may have been mistaken. Something appears to be different than it was before, but fine. It's enough that we have seen the lake. Dawn, we're leaving.
Professor, how are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh after being away for 4 years? It must be exciting again.
There's one thing I can say. There are many kinds of rare Pokemon in Sinnoh. The region should serve us very well in regard to our studies. I guess he's all about them rare Pokemons. Excuse me, let us pass, please.
I beg your pardon, we'll be on our way.
Damn, she give us the double look. She looked at Josh and I'm looking back.
What was that about, those two? Huh? Cad, let's go check this out. What's that? Don't go into the tall grass. No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for wild Pokemon to come out anyways.
Man's all about speed.
It's a briefcase. Those people have got it here. What are we supposed to do with it? We can try to return it, but who were they? I heard them say Professor.
Oh no! Starlies!
Wow! Pokemon! What's going on? Look, these are Pokeballs. Let's battle using the Pokemon in them. Which one do you want?
Well, as I said, we've used Turtwig and we've used Chimchar. So in this one, we are going with our beloved penguin Pokemon Piplup. Alright, and let's get into our first battle here. We encountered a wild Starly. Used Starly in one of our previous playthroughs, so unfortunately we will not be grabbing one of those Starlies. And let's pound it. Ooh, you gotta love these like starting battles they always have. They always send out and your character gets scared of like a level 2 Pokemon and you get a level 5 and they basically just say, alright, you were startled, now here's an over level Pokemon. Beat it badly. It's always a fun time.
Wow, you totally picked it. My Turtwig was way tougher than yours. They were other people's Pokemon, but we had to use them. Those people won't mind, will they?
Oh, here comes Dom.
Oh, there's the briefcase. The professor would have been furious if I had lost it. Huh? Oh no! Did you use the Pokemon that were in here? You did? Oh my gosh. What's the professor going to say? This is so not good. I'll take this briefcase for now.
And off she goes. What was that about?
I don't know what's going on, Cad. Let's get out of here. My Pokemon got hurt from that battle. If we get attacked by another Pokemon, we might be in trouble.
Alright, Joshu. Lead us out.
You go ahead. I know we have to go return these Pokemon. They're not ours. But I want to spend just a little more time with this little guy.
Well, too bad. You're following me, and we are unfortunately going to have to return them.
Hey, it's those people. Is that old guy staring at us?
I heard from Dawn that you used our Pokemon. Let me see them, please. Piplup and Turtwig. I see. That's how it is. Dawn, I'm going back to my lab.
Okay. Professor, please wait for me. I think you should visit our lab later. Okay, see you.
What was all that craziness about? I mean, if he was angry, he could have just yelled at us or whatever. And didn't he want his Pokemon back? Cad, we should go home too. Let's see what our mom is cooking up for dinner. Cookies, puffins. Lovely.
What's up, dear? Wow, I can't believe that happened to you. Am I ever glad that both you and Josh are unharmed? The professor you mentioned is most likely Professor Rowan of Sand Gym Town. I've heard that he is well known for his studies on Pokemon, but he's also quite intimidating, Cad. I think you need to visit him in Sand Gym Town. You need to properly explain why you had no choice but to use his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure he will understand. Oh, I know. Cad, put these on.
Yes. You can't play these games without running.
Go to Sand Gem Town is like an adventure in itself, right? With those running shoes, you can get to faraway places much faster. Okay, let me leave you the instructions.
And we don't need to worry about that.
Well, isn't that just nifty?
And let's start running. I always find it funny that you have to get running shoes to be able to run in these games. Obviously, I know it stems from you weren't able to do it back then, so you had to map it to a button, aka B. But in like Sword and Shield and all that, it was given that you're just running. And in these games, they still kept the running shoes in there. It's a nice touch. Alright, Starling. Well, we're not going to catch it, mainly because we don't have any Pokeballs, but we will pound it to start gaining some levels. So, one biggest gripe with this game, and I think that's a pretty universal gripe, is the affection. It just makes the game a lot easier than it needs to be. It would be best if there was some way to turn off the affection, just a simple switch, kind of like they did for EXP share in the Sun and Moon, how you could turn it off. Again, EXP share is another big issue. I did like that they increased some difficulties in some places, but overall the game is easier than it was.
Oh, there you are. Please come with me. The professor's waiting.
So as
This is it, our Pokemon research lab. Let's go.
What the? Oh, it's you, Cad. That old guy's not so scary so much as he is totally out there. Aw, it doesn't matter, Cad. I'm out of here. See you later. And there goes Joshy.
Wow, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside.
Yeah, so EXP share and affection are the biggest issues with this game. If they gave options to take those out, turn them off, this game would be much better than it is. I still thoroughly enjoy the game, but, you know, it is what it is. Finally, you've come. Cad, was it? Let me see the Pokemon again. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Alrighty then. I'll give that Piplup to you as a gift. Now that it's yours, would you like to give a nickname? Normally, I don't nickname Pokemon ever, but for the sake of this little playthrough, I think we should keep it a little more fun. Alright, what are we naming our Piplup? I wish I could remember the name of the penguin from the movie Surf's Up, or the penguin from Happy Feet. You know what? Let me check that real quick. All right, so the penguin from Surf's Up was named Cody Maverick. So I think we will name our penguin, our Piplup here, Maverick. I think that is a good name to use. Alright. I am happy with Maverick. Your friend Josh told me what happened at the lake. I heard you battled very well, despite it being your first time. And from what I can see, there was a growing bond between you and that Pokemon, though it is still young. That's why I would like to entrust you with Piplup.
I'm so glad that you're kind toward Pokemon. If you want, I'd have to. Oh, I just can't say it.
Sounds like you beat us up. Let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. My name is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want you to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? I don't know. That is a toughie. I guess we can. Good answer. Alright, there's our Pokédex. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Cad, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region.
I've got one too.
When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I've lived for 16 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go. Cad, your grand adventure begins right now.
That Pokemon that I used for the first time was Chimchar. If you would have chosen Chimchar at the lake, we'd have the same Pokemon now. Not that it matters, but Anyways, I'm Don. I also help the professor add pages to the Pokédex. So, in a sense, I'm just like you. I just got a little head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you, Cad.
Alright, let's let our adventure start. Just about. Not quite there.
Okay, Cad, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer and as the professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. This building with the red roof is the Pokemon Center. It's the place that heals Pokemon that have been hurt in battle. You can find a Pokemon Center in most towns. The building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemon. It's a shop where you can buy and sell items and medicine. Cad, since you're a novice trainer, you won't be able to buy many kinds of merchandise. Don't let it bother you.
Dang! Slap right across the face telling us we're poor.
Oh, that's right. Cad, don't you need to let your family know that you're going to be helping Professor Roman with the Pokedex? You may need to travel pretty far, so I think you should let someone know. Oh, but before you go, heal up your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. It'll be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye now!
Telling us what to do. We don't heal our Pokemon. We're just going straight there. And we're running back. And let's run through the grass, because I prefer battling. One thing also I remember about this game that I wasn't the biggest fan of was the controls in terms of running. They kept the spaces almost block for block, kind of what they were in the original Diamond and Pearl games, which means there are some ledges where it kind of says you're on the block, but you're not, and it jumps over. And there's only one space in there, so you gotta be really precise moving. And it can just be a really big pain sometimes to get up there. So aside from that, the movement and everything's fine, but it's just, they try to keep it with that chibi original movement style and feel. And unfortunately, it doesn't quite work with free roam. Like, if you can kind of tell, we still are locked into certain directional patterns kind of. So like I'm moving and I'm moving sideways, and you can see how he just kind of locks in and moves in that certain pattern. And I think if they had taken that away, this game would have been much better. It just makes the joystick and the fact that now you can go diagonally just feels a little wonky sometimes, and it's hard to control. But I mean, that's nitpicky stuff. Overall, the game is fine.
Welcome home, Cad. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest, dear. What's up, Cad? Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do that? Okay, dear, go for it. Your mom's got your back. Oh, I know, Cad. I've got something you'll find use for.
We got a guidebook that I don't think I've ever used in any game, ever.
That's a guidebook. Take a look at it when you are curious about something or have questions during your adventure. You may find an answer. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You have you and your Pokemon. I'm just joking, Cad. I'll be alright by myself, dear. So you go and enjoy your adventure. When you expose to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But please come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you caught, dear. Excuse me, is my little Josh here? Oh, no he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on adventure, then he just bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Cad would deliver that to him. Won't you, Cad? No, we're not taking that. Josh screwed up. He doesn't get it. Oh, really? You do that for me? Cad, please take this to Josh for me.
I guess we have to.
Bye-bye, Cad. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he would probably head straight to Jubilife City. Okay, please take that to my Josh.
And we are off.
Oh, Cad, you're forgetting something important.
Gotta put on our cap. Look at us looking so spiffy. So in terms of the event Pokemon that you can get, such as Mew and Jirachi, we will also not be using those. The only legendaries that I plan on using would most likely be Palkia and any of the lake trios that are able to be caught. In my opinion, if they can't be caught, they're really not worth using, at least in terms of legendary. Other things such as in-game trains or gift Pokemon are a different thing.
Oh, that's right. Cat, I've been showing you how to catch a Pokemon. I'll demonstrate how to catch one, so just watch, okay?
Funny thing is, there is a chance that these can be shiny, which is funny. I've never seen one. I've actually only ever seen one shiny Pokemon in general. It was in Pokemon Let's Go. I was trying to farm for a shiny Charmander, and while I was just running through before I started farming, I found a shiny Pidgey. And then after all my farming, I never found the shiny Charmander. So that was a bit disappointed, but it is what it is. And then my Switch had a little bit of a breakdown, and I had to reset it, which unfortunately closed the game, but it is what it is. I do have a shiny Charizard in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I'm not going to complain about. I do wish I could bring it over, but there's no Pokemon Home compatibility yet. Hopefully it comes out soon, especially with Legends of Arceus coming out as well.
See, isn't it neat? Actually, it's better to lower your target's HP more than I did. It's important to get the Pokemon's HP down as low as possible. A healthy Pokemon is very difficult to catch. Oh, Pokemon also get easier to catch if you make them sleep or something by using a Pokemon's move. Okay, Cad, to get you started, I'll give you some Pokeballs.
Yes!
If you have lots of Pokemon with you, it'll be safer on long trips. Plus, it'll be a lot more fun having your Pokemon friends along. Okay, I need to get going. Bye now!
She's just so talkative. And let's get moving. And our first trainer battle.
Iceman, so we must battle.
So in terms of voices, I will probably use a lot of the same voices for a lot of characters. For main characters, I will try to make sure there's a different voice for each of them, but for random NPCs or repeated grunts or something, I'm just going to do more of a universal voice for all of them. And I may not use voices at all for some of them. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling in that moment, but for main characters, we will have voices for sure. Alright, Maverick, let's hit him well. Nice. And one more water gun will take it out. Quick attack. Alright. Now, I don't know if any of you guys watch Pokemon and follow the Pokemon YouTube channel, but they recently came out with this Bidoof special. And every time now I see Starly or think of Starly, all I can think about is the Bidoof special, especially Bidoof versus Staraptor. It was an adorable little thing they had. And if you like Pokemon, it's worth a watch. It's just fun. It's like 8 minutes, 9 minutes long, and it's just a quick, short little story about Bidoof. And speaking of Bidoof, there it is. And unfortunately, Bidoof in this game is garbage. It was known solely for being used for HMs and HMs alone. I remember everyone had one in the PC, and it always knew strength. Well, actually, I usually evolved it into a Bibarel, depending on what I had for a team, so I could learn Surf. But if it wasn't in a Bibarel, it was a Bidoof, and it had Strength, Rock Climb, Rock Smash, Cut. Basically all the HMs, because this region has so many of them. Which I'm very glad that they made a change to the HMs. And there was a really needed change. Otherwise, again, one spot would just always be filled up with a Bidoof whose only purpose was to have HMs. So because of the XP share, in the original games you had like a level 5 Bidoof, whatever you called it at, and in this game you'd have like a level 50 Bidoof that just only knows HMs and would have no purpose for anything else. We're just gonna keep going. I feel confident that we're not going to lose. I remember in the original games, the only battles that ever really gave me a hard time were the first, like against the bad team, some of the fights against them, mainly 2, and then the champion, obviously. And I'll do my best not to spoil, but I'm sure most people who are watching this have already watched this game, like fully watched it through another PokeTuber, or own the game themselves. I personally played this myself and also watched Shady Penguin do a Nuzlocke playthrough. Yeah, that is my favorite YouTuber who plays Pokemon. If you're into Pokemon, I definitely recommend checking him out. He's a really fun guy to watch. But you should also be watching me. Although my channel isn't exclusively Pokemon, we definitely will be having a walkthrough of Pokemon from time to time. If we're down in the dumps or just don't have much more things. Hi, Cad. Are you catching Pokemon? I think you'd feel sort of safer if you were to catch some more. In Jubilife City, there's a trainer school, which, well, you know, Cad, you should visit it. You'll get some tips on Pokemon. Oh yes, Josh went to the trainer school earlier. Okay, bye now. She walked all this way just to tell us that we don't have enough Pokemon? Like, no. All we need is Maverick, really. Like, we could probably solo the game with Maverick. It would be over leveled as, like, a crap ton. Unfortunately, there would be some counters. And we'd really have to spec him out in terms of moves. But I think we'll be perfectly fine. And trainer school is right here. And let's talk Joshy. Hey Kat, did you come to study too? I went ahead and memorized everything that was up on the blackboard. After all, it's the trainer's job to avoid having their precious Pokemon hurt in battle, right? So, Kat, what brings you here? You got something for me? Man, he speaks so fast. So, what is this? Score! It's a town map. Huh? Why are there 2 in here? I like it a lot, but I don't need 2. Here, Kat, you take one. Could have just given us one to begin with. Well, according to the town map, I guess Oreburgh City is where I should be going next. Those gyms would be perfect for raising the Pokemon I just caught. Well, I'm on the road to become the greatest trainer of all time. See you around! And he's off to the races again. Alright, let's battle these 2 little kids in the training area. It's always fun to think that the way Pokemon works is they say you're allowed to go off when you're like 12, 14 years old, maybe 10. It all depends. Like different regions have different rules. So let's assume we're like 14. This kid's like 8 and he has a Pokemon. He goes off. So like, what was wrong with us when we were 8? Ooh. Oh, we're losing this battle. That is not good. I forgot this thing had Charge Beam. That is not good. Not good at all. Yep, we lost. Lost. Oh. As I touted that I've never really had issues, I forgot this Abra had Charge Beam. Oh my. And that's one of the reasons why everyone hates Abracadabras and Alakazams, because they get access to ridiculous moves at early levels. Well, that was unfortunate. I usually trounce them. I forgot they had Charge Beam. I haven't played this game in maybe a month. Well, that just goes to show we can lose pretty much any battle. And if we were playing a Nuzlocke, we would have been done right then and there. Good thing we are not. And there we go, coupon 1. And obviously some of the dialogue I'm not even going to talk to. I'll just kind of skip through because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, obviously they can hold an item. Hold a plethora of items, actually, from berries to items that will raise their attack. but make it only use one move, such as a choice band. Yes, they do. We've already have established that. Alright, and there are our 3 coupons, and we are good to go. Alright, let's get on the move then. We will need to catch another Pokemon at some point. Actually, we may need to do a little battling, a little grinding, unfortunately. We'll do some grinding, get up a level or 2, and then we'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I had my mic muted. And we are back. We obviously did some grinding. And we have our Maverick at level 10 and our Bidoof at level 5. I didn't nickname it because I don't plan on keeping it. I just needed something for death fodder for this battle, and immediately after this battle it is going into the PC. But I remember we are fighting our rival Joshy. Hey Cat, tell me you got a little tougher. Me? Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Come on, let's battle it out. So here is our second battle versus our buddy Josh. Alright, start with a Starly, and we will go in with our Maverick. One thing I just realized, which I should have done, is I did not buy potions, which is a big mistake on my fault, or my part. Alright, took 4 damage. Alright, we're gonna switch and we're gonna growl the Turtwig. Alright. Turtwig does have withdraw though, which makes me a little nervous because it can raise its defense, and pound is our only move that can hit it really. But it also has super effective, so we're gonna lower its attack, and there's the withdraw. Well, we're in for a nice long battle to start. But let's get this thing attack as low as possible. I don't know if it has a grass type move. I think it does, but I might be thinking of Platinum and not Diamond and Pearl. So I'm not positive, but we're going to play it safe. Imagining if there is if it does have a grass type move, because it's better that way, seeing as we only have 2 and we already lost. And speaking of that loss, during our training I went back and beat up those little twerps, alright, and smacked their Abras back to their Pokeballs. Almost lost again. Abra got a +2 special attack and charge beam, but we managed to live a hit and we knocked it out with a water gun. So revenge tasted very sweet. And here we're gonna just keep growling until it can't go any lower. And we're gonna keep doing it. And if you may be asking why I got the Bidoof instead of a Starly or a Shinx, for those who play this game, is because, as I said, I don't want to use Pokemon I've used before, and I've used both Starly and Shinx in my original game, so I want to pick something I haven't done. So I only picked up our Bidoof just for this battle, and then it's going in the box because fortunately Bidoof evolves into a water type as well, and we don't need another water type. I am thinking of what we should use. Pokemon we can't use Crobat, can't use Staraptor, can't use Luxray, can't use a Floatzel, nope. Obviously I've used Palkia and Dialga again, but I always add those to my team, so I'll keep Spot. Can't use a Garchomp, which is unfortunate, use one of those. I'm thinking I might use a Sneasel, and maybe farm one. Try to get a Weavile, but a lot of that stuff is locked in the post game, so it'll be a lot of farming and hoping that one of them actually has the held item that you're catching. So we may do that, we may not. Every Pokemon we do use in this game will be stuff I haven't used in either of my playthroughs already. Alright, and let's send in Top Gun Maverick. It's an adorable little Piplup. And I'm curious to see how much a Water Gun does. Although it is resisted, it is our stronger move, especially because it has higher defense. Oh yeah, we got this in the bag. It didn't use a grass type move there. It doesn't have a grass type move, so we're definitely safe there.
My Pokemon's HP is low. This could be a bit tight.
Yeah, Josh, it doesn't look like you're gonna win this one. One thing I'd always love to know, how much perfume or product does that man use in his hair to keep it looking like that at all times? That's an impressive hairdo. And that has to be paste and hairspray and everything. I feel like I'm at like a little fashion show where it's overly exaggerated. And there goes down his Turtwig. And we are victorious. And Maverick is growing. Oh, let me learn Charm.
What just happened? I lost?
Yes, Josh, pay us money.
Wow! What do you mean I lost? Well, that's it. That's the last time I'll ever lose. I'm going to be the world's toughest trainer, and you know it. The first thing to do is take on the Oreburgh City Pokemon Gym. I'm going to toughen up for that, totally.
Alright, and we're just going to keep going here. Actually, well, first things first. I'm going to put Bidoof. I don't know if I can actually use the box until I get 6. We'll find out. There's a place. PC is in here. The PC is in here, so we can store our Bidoof. That is awesome. As it is not named, it is not allowed to be part of our team. Also, I don't want a Bidoof at all. So we're gonna go to someone's PC. And we're just gonna move him and just place him in the box. Another Pokemon I just remembered that we can't use Lucario. Use that, which is a shame. I'm a big fan of Lucario. Let's battle this guy. This little boy right here. See what he's up to. Sending out a Bidoof. Let's see if Bidoof is angry that we just got rid of one of its kin. And we're just gonna water gun it here. And one more water gun will take it out. Our Maverick is shaping up to be nice and strong, which is exactly what we want here. Zubat. The thing I always hated about Zubats is they always go for Supersonic. Same with the Golbat. It's for always supposed to, once it gets it at least. And one more water gun will take it out. And we're gaining XP. poor Bidoof and Zubat. Man, it's just that you're choosing the wrong Pokemon to use. Well, Zubat is not necessarily the wrong one. Crobat is fantastic Pokemon. But Bidoof is the wrong Pokemon. And another battle coming up. Ooh, Cricketot. That could be one to use. Haven't ever used a Cricketune. I don't really think they're that good, but I honestly don't know. I do know, I mean, another YouTuber I watched for Pokemon, A-Drive, used one in his bug-only Nuzlocke, so they can't be that bad, but you never know. You never know. Special attack fell. Should still kill it unless we get a low roll. And we did not get a low roll. Let's go. And one more. Another battle. Last Caitlyn wants to battle. What you got for us? Bidoof. These Bidoofs, man. These Bidoofs. They're everywhere. And just a lovely water gun. And almost one shots. Nice. How dare you crit us? I'm gonna pound you back. Slap him with your penguin. Your little flipper. Oh, you did. Now, normally this would be a very bad setup, but we are high enough that this would not be an issue. Ooh, don't like that though. Definitely don't like being stun spored. We'll have to go back and heal. But one more pound, and this Mewtwo is going down. Bidoof? Mewtwo? Probably Bidoof. That is also another Pokemon we can't use because I did use Roselia in the Rose Raid, which are the evolutionary lines. So we can't use those, fortunately. So we're definitely more limited. What we can use. Ooh. Just knocked that Starly right into next week. Our Maverick is nice and strong here. And let's head back to the Focus Center, get a quick heal in. Especially as we only have our Maverick, don't want to be stun spored. Being paralyzed is never good for those who don't really play. Your speed gets reduced by about 50%. And you have a, I believe it's, is it a 30% chance or 25 to not move every turn, which it can add up. I know that there's been times I've been paralyzed like 5 turns in a row, and it's definitely detrimental to the battle you are in unless you're so much higher level. Obviously that can be avoided using paralyzed heals and by having more than one Pokemon in your party, but at the moment we only have one, so we're just gonna keep rolling like we are. Oh, youngster Sebastian, or as I call him, Seabass. Ooh, a Machamp would be a great one. Unfortunately, don't really have any way to get a champ, which is very annoying, as there's no in-game trades I can give you one, and Machamp is required. You can only get a Machamp through a trade as well, so that also rules out things like Gengar and Alakazam. I did use a Kadabra on one of my teams, so I can't use that, and Haunter just isn't really worth it, and neither is the Machoke. I'd rather have the full Machamp if I'm going to do that, but unfortunately I can't. So, again, just losing more and more potential Pokemon. And then there's obviously some I just don't want to use, like the Bidoof or an Onix. Geodude, that's another one that you need a trade evolution for. Like, can't use that one. And things like Electabuzz and Magmar they have evolutions, but again, those are linked to trades and an item. Same thing with the Dusclops, so a lot of things are linked to trades, which unfortunately just make it a lot harder to get a solid team in here. But we'll do our best. The team building really is for the champion, making sure you have something good for everything she has. As the champion is so difficult in this version of the game, which I'm happy about. I haven't lost to her yet out of my 3 battles against her, but they've been long, drawn-out battles. So I'm expecting another long, drawn-out battle, but never know. Alright, let's get this item over here, and also let's see what we got in the grass, because another potential Pokemon would be great at this moment. Can't use a Shinx, unfortunately. With an Intimidate. Oh, that's like your dream Shinx right there. Alright, let's go to Mount Coronet here. What the Psycho got for us. And there is our first HM, but no longer HM. But we now have the Hidden Move app. And let's just keep rolling here. What we got? I feel like it's gonna be a Zubat. Shinx, I was wrong. One thing I always find funny, so as I mentioned earlier, my girlfriend played Pokemon Black, and now she is playing Pokemon Black 2, which are my favorite Pokemon games in the series. But when she plays, she has such a hard time team building because she wants to catch everything that looks cute or cool looking. So she's constantly asking me, is this Pokemon good? Is this Pokemon good? What should I do with my team? Who should I use? And then when they learn a new move, I'm constantly getting asked, is this move good? Should I get rid of it? So she's learning. But I do find that funny. I haven't been that way in a long time, but I'm sure when I was very young, when I first started playing, I was constantly doing that and looking up what to do, what moves to use. And it's just funny seeing on the other side, teaching someone how to play Pokemon and all that, and give that in-depth look. It is fun. It is definitely fun, and it's funny to watch. She does have a fun time with it. She beat Pokemon Black, and now she's on Black 2, I believe, around in the 7th gym right now. Which would be the Dragon Gym for those who haven't played Black 2. She's doing well. I think a little under-leveled because she gets a team of 6 as early as possible, and then obviously there's no universal EXP share in those games, so training's a lot harder. So you gotta constantly be switching Pokemon in and out, and that's how you used to train. So a team of 6 early on in the game makes it very difficult because you're trying to get everyone leveled and there's only so many trainers. So it has led to some instances of being under leveled, but you know, she's getting the hang of it. She's definitely getting the hang of it, and it's fun to help her out. So I guarantee another Pokemon game or two and she'll be she'll be perfectly fine on her own and not needing any help anymore. Huh? Oh, it's you, Cad. You finally got here. You're slow like always. You're so slow the gym leader's gone now. He said that you had to go, oh yeah, to the Oldberg mine. I got my badge already, so it's no big deal with me, but... Alright. Just rub it in our face again. In terms of rivals for Pokemon, I don't think you can get better than the original Pokemon Red and Blue or the remakes Leaf Green, Fire Red. Gary Oak, aka Blue. Easily the best rival you can have. This catchphrase of "smell you later." It just made so much fun because he always looked down on you and thought he was better. And he actually had very good teams, and he becomes the champion before you. So when you're fighting for the champion, to be the champion, you're actually going against your rival, which is some of the coolest things to see. Because it actually put weight behind your rival. Because usually they talk this big game and they may not be as good. So especially in the newer games, they're not that good at all. But in that game, your rival was good and he usually ended up beating you. Now, whether that was because he had a great team or the mechanics were just not great. That's up for a debate, but you know, made it interesting. Okay, stand back and watch this. Using the hidden moves Rock Smash, get rid of the boulder blocking your way. Hiya! Fallen boulders need to be smashed so they're out of the way. If you could get the badge from the gym in town, you'll be able to do this too. Of course, you'd have to beat the gym leader first. That'd be me. Alright, and let's just go chase him and beat his booty. Well, I would like to know, for anyone watching this, what is your favorite Pokemon in Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond? For me, if you're going counting legendaries, it would be Palkia. Palkia was my favorite legendary until Zekrom came along, and Zekrom easily replaced it for me. Giratina Origin Form would be my favorite in these games, but unfortunately it is not like native to this game, so obviously you can get it in this game, and we may or may not experience that at some point. But in terms of the core game before you beat the champion, excluding legendaries, I think my favorite Pokemon, I would say Infernape. I was a big fan of Infernape. It's a really cool Pokemon. I've loved monkeys since I was a little kid growing up. I always had like a stuffed monkey in my room. Torterra is a close second. I really like Torterra. It's not great stat-wise, whereas Infernape is just so good with stats. It's fast, super good physical attack, super good special attack. It's just frail, but it hits like a truck. Especially with its hidden ability, Iron Fist, what powers up punching moves. It's not even fair. And Schoolboy Jonathan got rocked, and let's keep going. And let's see who we got here. Youngster Darius. Alright. Excuse me. And Maverick is back out in front because that's all we use. Let's hit it with a water gun. And Geodude is rock and ground type, which means it is 4 times weak to water. So the way to calculate that is every Pokemon in the game has a normal move pool, and we are water type. So when we see this water gun has a base power of 40, alright, that means that that's its power. Now, because it is the same type as our Pokemon type, so the move is water and Piplup is a water type, you get a stab bonus, and that stab basically is 1.5 times the normal. So with Pound, we don't get that stab effect. It's just a straight power of 40. Water Gun becomes 60 power because of that stab. And then you would double that if you're if it's weak to it, so double effective. And if it's 4 times, you quadruple it. And basically that's how things go. So Pound on Onyx is resisted, so it actually goes to 20. Whereas Water Gun is stabbed 60, and it's 4 times effective. So you double it, and you just multiply it by 4. Which is a really easy, quick way of calculating. Obviously, I don't know exact how much damage you'll do, but you look at stats, figure out, is your attack better, or is your special attack better, or are they close to each other, and that can help you choose which moves. Because if you have a Pokemon with 100 physical attack, but a 20 special, you don't want it to learn any special moves, because it just doesn't have the power behind it. Doesn't matter if the move itself is great, because that special attack stat is low. So a lot of things to keep in mind as you get further into the game. But let's get back to this gym battle. I'm Rourke, the gym leader. I'm but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with rock-type Pokemon. As the gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and now I need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. And here we go, our first gym battle. I don't think we should have any issues with this, as Rourke is a rock type gym leader, which means all his Pokemon will most likely be 2 times weak to our water. And with our luck, he sends out a Geodude, which is 4 times. So all it should take is a single Water Gun, because Geodude is not only 4 times weak, it has very low special defense, which means Water Gun is a special attack stat. So you take the difference of those stats with the power of the move, and if you use a a special Pokemon calculator, you can actually figure out the amount of damage it'll do and whether a one-hit kill. Onyx is another one. Ooh, we're actually getting outsped. Onyx is actually incredibly fast for how big it is. The issue is it has good defense and really bad special defense. So as you saw, that sturdy ability means it can live any one hit, so it can never die in one hit if it has full HP. If it does not have full HP, it can get destroyed, which it's about to. But more things to take in. You have abilities, you have moves. So for anyone who is watching and you're worried and you're like, how do I keep track of all this stuff, like abilities, held items that can help boost your Pokemon's move power or the stat itself, a great game to get you started is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. It is a more simpler version. There are no abilities, there are no held items. It is just a much simpler version of Pokemon, and it's a great entryway for the little kids to learn the basics and then progress further into the actual games where you have more to worry about. And we're just going to go with another Water Gun. I guess it's going to outspeed us with a Headbutt. Yep. No flinch. Oh, and we don't have... Oh, no, we do have 1 potion. Let's use it now. And we'll see how much this does. Alright. So we're going to lose here, unfortunately, because we got flint. Oh, alright. We may not lose. We actually... It does 16, 1 defense drop. Depending on the roll it gets, every move had a roll, a high-low roll, and usually in the middle, but it can go either way. So it's like a... So if it gets a low roll, we may live. And we are living, no flint. And we flinched. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. That is another thing that is incredibly annoying in Pokemon, is moves have side effects, such some can burn and paralyze, and Headbutt has, I think it's like a 30% chance to flinch, which is just absurd in my opinion. And sometimes that just happens. Again, so starting off, 2 losses already. More losses than I've had in both of my other playthroughs. Probably because I think Piplup is easily the worst out of all of them. It has really low speed, defense, and it's just, in my opinion, is not the best Pokemon. But we're going to get some potions, actually, before we come back here. I think that would be the smart play, would be to grab a few potions, seeing as we have lost way more than expected already. And let's get 11 of these, because you might need them. And then, in terms of Pokemon battles, still another thing to take into account is crit. Crit, it completely ignores stat changes, and it basically becomes a 1.5 bonus to however much damage I would normally do, which can really decide a Pokemon battle. So again, if we were doing a Nuzlocke, we would have lost again because of some flinching. And that's just the way Pokemon is sometimes. Sometimes it's just super unlucky with bonuses and rolls of attacks and chances of getting a secondary effect. But we're back in it. Hopefully this one goes better. We know we don't have any issue with Geodude. And here comes the Onix. Onix will probably still be outspeeding, because Piplup is disgustingly slow. Alright, and there's the Sturdy again, as we saw before, which means most likely Rourke will heal. And yep, there is the potion. Most gym leaders have between 1 to 2 potions, and they usually, sometimes they save them for their aces, but usually they're programmed when a Pokemon gets low, they'll use them. So that's another thing to keep out in mind, is they also have potions. Alright, and here is the Cranidos. So hopefully this goes better than before. Alright, starting off with a Leer. So it means we are going to get a free attack in to start. And one more. Alright, fingers crossed here, fingers crossed here. No flinch, no flinch, no flinch. Oh my gosh, the flinches! Oh, we gotta heal. We don't really have an option. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a losing battle here because it does more than our potion can actually heal. So we're probably going to lose again. Yep. Oh, this is frustrating. And there we go. All because of some flinches. This is rough. Alright. What we're going to need to do here is something I didn't want to do, but is going to be necessary because of the sheer amount of flinches that are occurring, is we need to bring our Bidoof to use as death fodder. I did not want to bring in Bidoof because I said we weren't going to use it again, but it looks like we're going to. And unfortunately, I don't want to lose my mind and start swearing like a trucker. So hopefully Bidoof can be the good death fodder we need. Alright, Rourke. Well, let's be the last time. 3rd time's the charm. And let's hope we never have to lose again, because this is a bit absurd in my opinion. If Piplup had better defense, or just better overall just faster, honestly. It's just such a slow Pokemon. Well, gaining a level. I will take Peck for sure. get rid of Growl because we have Charm, which is even better. Obviously, we'll keep our Piplup or Maverick in. Alright, another water gun. We know how this will play. It will use Rock Throw, do about 6 damage. Yep. And we hit it, bring it to sturdy. And next comes his potion. And then our water gun comes in and we wreck the Onyx again. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do here. Oh, our defense is awful. The Doof may live 1 hit. But we're going to send it in. And hopefully can get a Growl off to lower Craniados' attack. Which would be huge if we can. But my guess is Headbutt will one-shot off. Because Headbutt is a 70 power move. And it's such a strong move at such a low level like this. But maybe I'll go for a Leer. And it does. That is huge for us. Going for a Leer and just letting us get a free Growl off. Now it is guaranteed that next hit will absolutely kill us. But maybe it'll be nice. Nope. Alright. So Bidoof is gone, but it did what it needed to do. So my hope is that it goes for 2 Leers in a row, because it's already at -1 attack. We could go for some charms, but we know we can Leer, so I don't think it's worth it. No flinch. Awesome. There's the no flinch. Alright. And one more. No flinch, no flinch, no flinch. Yes! And that's the way Pokemon goes sometimes. Past 2 ones, we got flinched immediately as we try to use our water gun, and we lose. This one, we go in, manage to lower its attack so we can live a little longer, but we don't get flinched in either one. So, in this case, even if we didn't lower the attack, we would have been able to win. Just because of the no flinch, which is absurd. Sometimes it's just pure dumb luck that helps in Pokemon, which is frustrating. But that's Pokemon for you. You never know how it's gonna go. And what move? What did we get? Stealth Rock. So in normal Pokemon, Stealth Rock is not a damaging move. It lays pointed stones, so when a Pokemon switches in, it does damage to them. Also takes into typing, so as Pokemons have weak to it, it does more damage. So if it's 2 times, it does 25%. If it's 50% weak to it, such as a fire flying, it will do 50%. But from the trailer of Pokemon Legends of Arceus, it actually appeared that Stealth Rock now not only does pointed rocks around you, it also does damage. And it looks like it's more of like a Fire Spinner type move now, where it does constant damage at the end of each turn, which is a really cool change for the move, and I'm actually pretty excited to see if they've changed other moves in the game as well. But this battle will wrap up episode 1 of our Pokemon Shining Pearl playthrough. I hope everyone enjoyed playing with me today and watching me struggle much more than I thought was needed. So we're going to save, and we will end off here. In each episode, we will get through a gym, no matter what that length is. So today was about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Next gym could be longer, could be shorter. If it's super short, maybe we'll get 2 gyms in. We never know. But we're definitely going to get through this before Legends of Arceus comes out. Won't do any post-game stuff. We're just going to get through the main game. But I hope everyone enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video today, please leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this. And the next video should be out within a day or 2. And I hope everyone has a great day or night. Bye!